You're probably wondering this. Well, ladies and gentlemen, here's the thing. A long time ago, I did a video kind of ranting about why there aren't so many certain Harry Potter stories. One of them I actually touched on and had a very lengthy conversation with a good buddy of mine and fellow author, of course, Crimson Marslav, was about an IRA Harry Potter. And that conversation spiraled into, of course, one being posted on a author's Discord that I'm in, linked down below, by the way, kind of asking, how would one go about doing an IRA Harry Potter? Well, that's what this video is all about. How an IRA Harry Potter can go about. Now, before I continue, a caveat shall be made. There are Irish Harry Potter stories out there. There are ones where Harry Potter is actually invited and even brought to an Irish school. Now, granted, those are actually really good. Those are actually very good and very entertaining. And as such, I will not link them. Instead, I'm going to let you find them for yourself. Although I will tell you I am going to be reviewing some of them, including some of the other stories where Harry Potter goes to a different fucking school that is not Hogwarts. Yeah. Now, moving on. Let's go ahead and talk about the IRA one. For those of you who don't know, there's a nice little fun fact about Harry Potter's mom. Harry Potter's mom, and others have actually talked about it, mind you, is actually Irish! Didn't fucking know that? That's because you didn't fucking research it. Not a lot of people know this, but yes, Harry Potter's mom in canon is Irish, which means that, technically speaking, Harry Potter's family over in, of course, jolly old Ireland, not Northern Ireland, actual Ireland, the Republic of Ireland, could actually come about and basically claim young Potter. What's going to happen? Day fucking one. Because magic, being magic that it is, you could go about by basically saying that magic notifies the family that one of their own have died. As such, Lily's family comes over to jolly old England and requisitions young Potter. Or, you could have that last name replaced with a proud Irish name, or combine it with the British name in the back, Irish name in the front. Giving a nice little bit of the fact that Ireland is still fucking over England. The bloody English. Now, obviously a few years pass, and Harry, instead of being adopted into a school at, say, age 11, is actually brought into a Irish magical school at a lot earlier age. As such that Ireland actually is a lot more, how shall we say, the magical Irish are more progressive than the English. As such, they adopt technology. They have a way to actually perform technology. They have a way to actually adapt technology, i.e. magical weapons, including, but not limited to, say, a magical armalite. Oh, yes. But enough of that. No, ladies and gentlemen, instead we're going to talk about exactly what the possibilities are of what happens when good old Dumblefuckador comes a-knocking at Harry Potter's door at age 11, even though he's already been in magical school much longer. Now, I already hear everyone raising questions about the Irish kids in Hogwarts. Those are kids from Northern Ireland, not the Republic of Ireland. As such, they are not accounted for. Again, if you want to know why there's such animosity in Ireland, here's a nice little bit of trivia for you. The 800-year-long civil war about religion, and of course the illegal occupation of Northern Ireland by the Protestants. Still, moving on though, let's say Dumbledore comes over to Ireland to try and, quote-unquote, invite Harry Potter, even though we know for a fucking fact that Dumbledore is a manipulative bastard who only wants a pawn and a sacrificial lamb to basically make the sheeple of magical Britain follow him like he was the second coming of fucking Merlin. As such, that right there could be your setup for the troubles coming to magical England. Because magical Ireland, unlike the Northern Ireland, does not give a fuck about the English. They still fight in English. And as such, when basically Dumbledore tries to get Harry Potter back from him, especially trying to assert his political strength in the magical version of the UN, Magical Ireland's allies, i.e. America, Germany, France, let's see here, Spain, and every other big supporter of them, as well as the fucking Russians, the Japanese, the Chinese, and every other big nation that basically outnumbers Britain 1,000,000 in terms of fucking magical population, weapons, and otherwise, comes to Ireland's side and basically says, you fuck with them, you're fucking with us. Especially considering that during the American arms are technically the biggest thing to Ireland, and Magical America, well, you can basically set up something there for you. Moving the fuck on. Dumbledore being Dumbledore, wanting his pawn, not giving up, decides to just kidnap the kid. Just beginning the bloody troubles. The magical Irish Prime Minister and the Irish, non-magical Irish, comes to the bridges and tells them exactly what the fuck happened. Well, the Prime Minister of non-magical England immediately tells them that magical side is on their own. They will not interfere, they will not do anything, thus creating the magical troubles for the magical Brits. As such, because if you know anything about Minister Fudge and the incompetency that he is, and the incompetency, racism, and all that of, well, the Ministry of Magic, you know damn well why the non-magical would just abandon him at the sight of trouble. So, yeah, basically they'll tell him, don't let it spill over into our side, and that they don't. Magical Irish Republican Army troopers and all sorts of Republicans sneak over themselves over to magical Britain and begin a terror campaign to liberate one of their comrades. They begin gunning down Ministry of Magic officials, pipe-bombing houses and other aura outposts. A total terror campaign that makes the Death Eaters look pale in comparison. And of course, all because Dumbledore was a dumbass. Again, many ways this story could go, many ways you could go with it. In my opinion, I can see it to where the Ministry of Magic, somehow the Minister and Undersecretary survive somehow, which Amelia Bones we could see surviving, obviously. But the fact that this happened because of Dumbledore and the demands of Magical Ireland is to basically return one of their citizens, their prime citizens, their legal citizens, to the Magical Ireland, well, they have to or else face total war, because now the other countries are getting involved, realizing that a kidnapping happened, illegal kidnapping. International incident has occurred, and as such, to avoid a war, threatens England, Magical England, with sanctions, blockades, invasion even, if we want to go that far. And as such, Dumbledore, now faced with the real possibility of the fact of his power doesn't mean diddly dick against the entire fucking world, and the fact that everyone's more advanced than Magical England, immediately, begrudgingly returns Harry. After, of course, Harry's been doing his own terror campaign, killing off purebloods left and right in Hogwarts, basically writing in their own blood, "Free Ireland!" and other pro-IRA slogans against the bloody English. Again, that's just how things could go. Either way, though, let me know in the comment section down below how you believe an IRA Harry Potter could go about. How do you think a Magical Ireland would be? How advanced would it be against the English? And as always, ladies and gentlemen, I've been AirsoftAL, and if you want to come discuss this and many more, links down below. Also, I've been AirsoftAL, and as always, I will see all of you lovely people in the next video. And if you want me to discuss another topic, be it fanfiction or otherwise, let me know in the comment section down below. Till next time.